So there was a poll that was conducted that showed that 52% of Republicans actually still believe that Trump won the overall popular vote, which is clearly not true, as the exact numbers are Trump having 62,955,363 votes compared to Hillary's 65,788,583. So now what does that mean? That means that it is actually extremely close to a 3 million lead. That's a huge lead. So it's very interesting that people seem to do this, and there's this article in Washington Post I want you guys to read, and we're going to break this down a little bit. So it says, quote, respondents' correct understanding of the popular vote depended a great deal on partisanship. A large fraction of Republicans, 52%, said Trump won the popular vote, compared with only 7% of Democrats and 24% of independents. Among Republicans without any college education, the share was even larger, 60%, compared with 37% of Republicans with a college degree. All right, so the most important thing here is partisanship. So if your candidate won, you're less likely to know what the popular vote count is, because there was a point where Trump was winning. So you could be an idiot and not check the updated results. The next one, you could not know it, period, and just say, hey, fuck it. Since I'm a Trump supporter, he won the popular vote. I'm just going to say it. 3, you could know and still bullshit it and say Trump won just because, I don't know, going to say it's rigged, or you're just ignorant and stupid. So I'm going to put up this graphic here right now, but it breaks down how it goes by, education. So what they say is overall 52% of Republicans, right? Now, when they break this down even further, it says that 60% of Republicans with a high school diploma, that's much higher than 52 even. So think about that. That means 6 out of 10 Republicans that you ask are going to say Trump has won the popular vote, which is not true because his deficit is almost 3 million. So then we break it down, it goes lower. So some college, 55%. Now I don't know if this is supposed to be good or disappointing, because even though there's a 5-point difference, that ain't enough of a difference. People with some college should not be idiots. It should not be 55%. It should not be higher than the overall. That should be like around the maybe 20s, dude, maybe the 30s. Okay, now we got when you have a college degree, thank God, it's only 37, but that's still 3.7 out of 10. That's still a decent amount. It should be only 2. If you have a college degree, honestly, it should be 1 or 2. That's what it really should be. So, honestly, I don't know whether that's good or disappointing, but it just shows the misinformation and lack of good information, and people need to fact check what they see. They need to update themselves on what the actual thing is. Check your sources all the time, and just make sure you're not being misinformed. And we got last quote here, quote, if the Republican electors are anything like the party rank and file, they may think voting for Trump is in line with the choices of the American people. So what they're saying is if the electors think the same as these dumbass Republicans, then they're going to vote thinking that, oh, Trump won the popular vote, so bam.